What's happening, soul family? Once upon a time, my dearly departed twin soul favorite auntie summons me, and she was sitting there looking how she looked in her most elegant demeanor in all things, smoking a cigarette, and she looked at me and she put her head down and she looked at me again and she said, "Elegant, I had a conversation about you, and the person was so convincing about what they were telling me. Elegant, I had to think about it. I really had to think about what they were saying." She said, "If I had not been with you that day when that person was saying happened, I would have believed them because they were so convincing." And she just shrugged her shoulders, right? I said all that to say about bad luck part 2. When people don't have experiences, when they don't have the so-called bad luck experiences, or the experiences that are overwhelming or undue or whatever, like being lied on, scratch a lie, find a thief, being stolen from them. And like the example I just told about my beloved twin soul aunt, people will have you in the middle of a bad situation, lie on you and lie to your face about what you were doing and what they were doing in the situation. Why do these things happen? Like I said in the first video, they happen so they can expose the other person. But also, it happens so it can build you up. It's how you respond to these things. So, a person that is being the executor in the bad things, what they are lacking besides integrity, or people that don't have the bad experience, the quote-unquote bad experience, bad luck experience that people put the title on these things, they end up being parrots. They can only parrot and mimic what they think should be said. They can lie and make things up because they have no reference to draw from. They have no emotional intelligence or spiritual connection to dive into from that experience. So they become parrots, they become liars. They're disassociated from that reality. They're mostly disassociated from a lot of different deeper connections and experiences in life. They live very shallow existences, just to say the least. What I can remember right now, because I am driving in my rent-a-car. So I said all that to say, again, don't count yourself out when you experience these quote-unquote bad luck experiences. You're getting a richer, deeper life experience. Earth is a university. This whole thing is a lesson course, in how to edify your soul, and how to have a deeper connection to love, and how to have a love that transcends multi-universe. Oh God, it felt good to say that. So count it all joy. Count it all joy. I'm not saying that it's not going to slightly irritate you. I'm not going to say it's not going to hurt you. I'm not going to say that you're not going to want to react, or that you shouldn't react. That's all on you. Every individual is just as unique as their fingerprint, right? However, what I do want you to know is that once you dig deeper into your divine self and tap into those spiritual uploads, you'll start to understand, again, it's not all about you, and that you was a bad mother. Shut your mouth, because you are standing tests, and you are passing every test. And how do you pass every test? Because you have integrity in the moment. You are honest in the moment. You stand 10 toes down on being true to love in the situation, regardless of if that person deserves it. You deserve it. You owe it to yourself and to your greater good and your higher purpose and your higher calling for your life. This go round. This is it. This is everything. We're in the final playbook. We're in the final quarter of the playbook. A lot of us. And I say that because the way this horse is riding, taking us out of here with deaths, it has no respect to age. People popping off at 20, babies, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100. It don't matter. Everybody in their final quarter. My mom, bless her soul. My mom, my dearly departed mom, she said, everybody's going to have their last day with you. You just don't know when it's going to be. Act accordingly. And that's how I, for the most part, live my life. Any experience I've had with people, for I can say the vast majority, I would say 90-something% of experiences that I've had with people, that last conversation I've had with them or that last experience I had with them, if they were to transition before me, I wouldn't have any regrets. I wouldn't have any shoulda, woulda, couldas. Losing my best friend Cortney last year, losing my Uncle Leroy last year. What year? Was it last year? Damn, last year. Yeah, it was last year. So, I thought I had some shoulda, woulda, couldas, and I played back some scenarios and that kind of stuff about, if I had known, if I known. Then I had to, just let the shock of them transitioning wear through me. And I was just like, everything was what it was supposed to be, and everything was authentic and real at the time that it happened, and so it's all good. All I can do is just continue to send love out to those relationships here and on the other side. Anywho, I hope this message blesses you, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Love and blessings.